Hi, my name is Rajanikanth, and this is the workshop on how to win an interview. I have interviewed close to about 1,000 people in campuses as well as in corporates. In my 13 years of corporate experience, I'm a certified interviewer myself and an author of the book called as All the Best. And this book talks about how you can face and prepare for interviews. I've converted all my experiences on this 13 years of interviewing techniques into this book, which will help students to face and prepare interviews successfully. So what are we really going to cover in this how to win an interview? Let's see that. First, how to build a strong network. A lot of them think that interview preparation is just overnight. It is not just an overnight, unlike your normal examinations. You can prepare just the day just before. Interview preparation should happen at least close to 2 years before the time you plan to start attending an interview. The first important step is called as how to build a strong network. If you're able to build a strong network, whether you're getting placed in campus interviews or not, I'm sure through this network strong connections, you will able to find a fantastic job. How to build a strong network is a very important aspect we will start covering in this workshop. Second, the power of staying relevant. So it is most important for us to be updated in today's environment. So my question to all the college students is, do you have a LinkedIn profile? Do you have a Facebook page where you start updating your success stories? Third, do you write regular blogs on your field of interest? Field of interest should not be just there on your resume. Field of interest should be there on one of your blog where you start continuously contributing towards it. That's called as power of staying relevant, right? Third one, building social awareness. It is important for us to really understand what happens around. Many of the students just working on the academics are not aware of what is happening around. For example, a beautiful interview questions could be, what is the strategy used by political parties in social networking and how they were able to be successful in this election. So it is important to understand and aware what is happening around us, and this will be a great contribution and a value add for each student. Next, and focusing on academics. See, it is also important to concentrate on the other angles equally like you focus on the academics. I met one of the students who said, sir, I'm not interested in computer science engineering, I'm only interested in electrical engineering, though my core engineering course is on computer science. I told him, why are you wasting 4 years without having an interest? So this doesn't work. Once you have chosen the subject, it is important for you to gain expertise and have good academics. The basic filtration today people look alike is, do you have a 65% or a 70% marks in all your subjects? That's the filtering criteria they just use to start filtering your resumes. The fifth is the practical tools and techniques to crack interview. In this course, I will tell you about how simple practical tools and techniques you can use to crack any interviews through a formula driven approach. Then the last but not the least, we talk about the different aspects of interviews. One is called as the project. What project you should choose? You should choose a project which is close to your field of interest. You should choose a project which is having one or two of your field of interest, for example. Instead of focusing on many, focus on few and go into details. That's what we talk about, how the selection of project. Second is building a powerful resume. Do you have a powerful resume which has links and contacts and connections to various other angles? For example, one of my success stories which I put in my resume should also be updated in my LinkedIn and also my Facebook. That's how people know that you are visible outside your own circle of influence. So building a strong resume is like building a good passport. So it is very, very, very important. The third is building a strong aptitude. For any profession, it is expected that people have a logical, analytical capability. So how do you really build yourself a strong aptitude? None of the companies are asking students to be experts. They just ask students whether are you strong at basics. That's the question they ask. So for that, it is important to have a good aptitude. The next one is called as a group discussion. Group discussion is very, very powerful. Though I don't know many of the students, just by having a 10-minute group discussion with 10 students, I will be individually able to tell each one's personality, whether he's going to be an excellent team player, whether he's going to be an initiator, he's going to be a contributor, he's going to be a silent person, or he's going to be a thinker, kind of a personality. So it is very, very, very powerful tool when we start using group discussion as a part of the interviews. The last but not the least, interview preparation itself is an art. 80% of the interview questions you can prepare before going into the interview. For example, tell me about yourself is one of the mandatory questions in any interview. And then if you're able to prepare about this very powerful before you go to the interview, that much credibility you will add to your own profile. The second question could be, what do you know about the company? The third question could be, what are the other things you've done in college apart from your academics? Fourth could be, what is your project work? Fifth could be, what can be a field of interest? Sixth could be, what are your hobbies? Seventh could be, do you have any questions? Eighth could be, do you want to see yourself 3 years from now or 5 years from now? The ninth question could be, how do you want to really differentiate from others and you? And the 10th question could be, why should we hire you? In this 10th question, 8 questions are mandatory questions in any interview. If you can prepare these 8 questions much in advance, you are already taking 45 minutes of the interviewer's time. And the next 15 minutes, you have to be present, and they will just test your aptitude and attitude. That's it. So 45 minutes of the 1 hour which happens in the interview is in your hand, which means that you have major probability or 75% probability of being successful in any interview. This is what we talk about in this agenda or in this course called as how do you face or how do you win interviews. Thank you.